Hi, it's Julie. Welcome to my channel. I am Scrappin' Happy. So this is episode 4 of our large envelope junk journal using the hot off the press Songbirds paper pad. It's 12 pages. They're double-sided, and there's 2 each of 6 designs. So I have pulled out, the first 6 and using them. The second half is going to be used for, pockets and cards and ephemera and things. Then I've also downloaded this pretty paper pad, digi papers from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah called Roses Are Red, as I thought it was just perfect for this. So what I'm doing today is going through, getting pockets together, ephemera, tags, journaling cards, different things, using the scraps I have already. And then when I use all that up, then I will start cutting up other things and using other things that aren't just sitting right here looking at me. So I don't know what all you can see, but I keep my little cutoffs, my little bitty ones, real handy, because you know how, sometimes just a little tiny piece of something is great. And then I have my bigger ones over to the side. And what I try to do is, as I'm going through, the first thing I do is just go in and kind of place things. And that way I know how much more I have to make. I don't have enough for the whole journal. I have too many. Yay. That's always a great problem to have. Just kind of things like that. So what I'd like to do is go through and just kind of paper clip things on where I want them. And I also try, the first pile of things I have are things that I've used or made using my big scraps from the paper pad I'm using. Okay, so what I try to do with those kinds of things is I start at the front and say I want to put a pocket right here. All right, put a pocket right there, paper clip it in. Then I go to the back, or to the same page on the back side, front or back, doesn't matter, and I will, if it's on the top, I put something on the top. If it's on the bottom, I put something on the bottom in the back. That way I can keep my journal relatively, what's the word I want? Balanced, I guess. Because I used to just put everything in the bottom. And then, this would be kind of fat, and then this would be really skinny. And when you went to pick it up, it'd be kind of unbalanced. So I try to balance it, one, top or bottom, or belly band, or whatever. I try to kind of keep it the same in the front as it is in the back. Sometimes it doesn't work, and that's okay too. But I also try to use, I don't even know how to say this. These things all came from the paper pad and digital kit that I'm using. So I don't want to use all these up in the, first 5 or 6 pages, because then the rest of the journal is going to be odds and ends, which are fine because hello, junk journal, we love odds and ends. But if I do that, then it disturbs my sense of balance. So I will use one of these up here, and then I will go back here and I will use another one in the back, and I'll use another one here in the front, and I'll use another one here in the back, and it just keeps going that way till they're used up, but it's balanced. I mean, the things that match the actual journal are spread throughout. Whereas the things then that I have to come up with or make or get from something I've done like a mass making on, and just things that are going to work because they're pinks or greens or, you know, what have you, then I pick up where I left off. Put some here, put some here. That way it's even more evenly dispersed, because one, I do have OCD. I do. I'm here, I'm loud and I'm proud. I just can't. I have to. I'm sorry. So it needs to balance for me in aesthetics and thickness and, you know, all the things. And this may be too much information, because now you think I'm weird, but that's okay. But I also have some other things that I have made that I think will work in this. Back in February, as you all know, there was Snowmageddon, and it snowed, and a lot of people across the nation were in a world of hurt. I'm in Texas, and it was like probably nothing, definitely nothing I've ever seen in my lifetime. But I am one of the fortunate, we are one of the fortunate families that did not lose power. But we also are very nice people and very conscientious people, and we did not crank our heater up and stay toasty warm. We kept it really low and did not use excess energy for heating or anything else, because one, that's really rude, and two, we wanted to not be pigs and, you know, hog the power. You know, we just tried to, you know, take care of our neighbors. There were a lot of in our neighborhood who were days and days and days without power. So we tried to be very conscientious. So saying all that to say, my craft room was an ice box. So I took a bunch of scraps into the living room by the toasty warm glow of the TV, and I made, I don't even know how many snippet rolls. I mean, this one is at least 20, okay, 24 inches. And I don't know how many, like I said. But the problem is, the back of this, what it's made on, is not a good thing. It's one of those, like a peeling off of something sticky, like off of a mailing envelope, or a, I don't know what, I can't even think of anything, but it's that real, plasticky, I don't know. So I glued it all on, let it dry, and I was so proud. I picked it up and they all fell off. Okay, fine. So I crammed them back on there and just ran them through the sewing machine, which, you know, will hold anything on. But now I got to figure out how to, I got to cut it and I got to glue it onto something. Well, glue doesn't work on this. So I'm kind of disturbed. I guess I'll have to just sew it on, because I do not want to be fighting with glues, and this one works and this one doesn't. So yeah, I'll just glue them on. Anyway, so I've got a ton, I don't know, close to 100. I'm serious. We were 2 weeks doing things. Like, we couldn't leave the house, we couldn't, you know, all this stuff. So I have a lot of snippet rolls. So I'll just sew them. That's a good idea. And then I have this one that I made. This one's fabric. The others are paper. And this one was a piece I had left from a boho journal I did recently. So I'll be able to use that too. But I said all that to say I'm a little picky, I guess, about how I don't know what's going on here, about how I do my things. If you are not interested in all that, that is not going to hurt my feelings. You just do what you need to do and how you like it. And take out all these extras I just poked in there. And, you know, we could still be friends. It's alright. So what I did, I've gone in and I've paper clipped them. So This is a piece of vellum, and I am going, this is my outside page, my first page, I guess. I'm not sure how well you can see it. It's really pretty, very blushy, very soft. And then this is just a piece of pink vellum, and I'm going to sew it on completely across the page. This one I thought would be fun. I don't really care for this side. Sorry. So what I thought I would do is I have already gone in with most of my offcuts and either backed them with book page, solid, empty, naked book page, or book page with words. Like this one would be a pocket, so I didn't need it to be plain on the back. This one I hadn't figured out what I was going to do yet, so I just, it's naked. But what I thought I would do is fold this one a little bit and have me a, it could be, you know, 1, 2, 3 pockets, or it could be this way, or, you know, whatever we want. But I'm going to put it up top, and I think I will sew them together. I'm going to do a lot of sewing in this one, and of course I'm not going to make you sit and watch all that, but I think I'm going to just sew this one onto here like that, and then, you know, sew here, so that I'll have these little, and this will be the right size that I can stick something, you know, so make it 1, 2, 3 pockets. So I'm going to do that. Then this looks naked, and I make like 3 or 4 passes through my books, so my journals, so if there's nothing on a page, that's fine. I don't want to put something on every single page, because sometimes I want to go back and add a photo or put something blank on there and do a lot of journaling. I'm not a huge journaler, but sometimes there's a story I need to tell before I forget it. And then on the backs of these are the digital that I downloaded from Shabby Dabby Doodah. All of the backs are blank. They're a cream colored cardstock, and I am leaving that. 1, it's a perfect journaling spot. 2, you can add a photograph or something special, some sort of something you want. So I do like to leave empty pages and blank pages. This one, I'm just going to add this little pocket, what's it called? pocket on the top here, and then this is one of the Shabby Dabby Doodah ones. Leave it just like it is, and this one. This is that cool pocket that Tina taught us how to do. I told you about in the previous episode. I'm going to sew it here and here. I think this is one I poked in just talking to you a while ago. This is, again, it's that page I don't really care for, but I think what I'm going to do is make it a belly band and fold this up and make a little pocket. I'm not sure, but I think that's what I'm going to do. And once I get it done, and if I hate it, then of course I don't have to, you know, we don't have to be married to that. But this could, you know, definitely decorate over top this, and it would be kind of, then you wouldn't have that much of the paper. I mean, it's fine. I don't know why I don't like it. I just, you know what it reminds me? I do know why I don't like it. It reminds me of the birds. Okay, raise your hand. Are you old enough to have watched that? I was a very little child, and I'm not sure why I got to see it, because my mom was very particular about things, but I saw it as a child, and I don't need to tell you the rest of that story, but I don't like this paper. interesting. All right, this is another of the Tina page, Roses Are Red. And this is just going to be a pocket down here on the bottom. Isn't it pretty? I love that. That's going to be a top pocket. And this page, not this part, but this is the center, and it's from Roses Are Red. It's one of the background pages that you really can't see what it is. You can just see that there's something there, and I like that. But what I did is I went in on this page. It had this on the bottom. All of this was dots, and I cut it to fit. I used my let's see, I have it right here. I have a tear ruler, and this is the side I usually use. It's a smaller, but this is the one I used here because you can see it, the pattern, just the music across the bottom of the pink dot, of the pink with black dots, was very uneven and very raggedy already. So I used the big end, cut it off, and I love it. I think it looks great. So I just wanted to add that on there. I may add something else, I don't know. I don't know yet, but I thought that would be a perfect center page. Alright, so let's keep going. Speed it up a bit. This one is a corner, and I'm not sure if I'll use this, but this is some of that vellum I had left. I thought I might sew the ruffle and maybe some, I don't know. We'll see. I may have something that looks better. I think this is one of the ones I just stuck in showing you. I don't think I'm really putting it there, but you never know. Alright, and this is another one of those that Tina taught us how to do. So I'm just going to sew it on. And this is going to go here, but I'm not sure where I want to cut it. If I want it like that, or if I want it like that. So I think I'm going to just kind of hang out and figure that out as I, you know. I think this is another one. This is a longer one that I thought would be cute. You know, this would be the obvious what I was going to do with it. Kind of like a library pocket-ish kind of thing. But it could also be like this. And it could be like this. It could be like this. So I'm not sure, but it is going to be a top, because this one here is a top. So, you know, I got to keep it balanced. Yeah, some things I don't need to tell people about me. That I'm really OCD and things like that, but that's okay. We're all friends, right? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to sew all this stuff and put it in. And let's see. Let me just... I think that's... I mean, you don't want to see me glue them on, right? So I guess your next step would be to get you enough pockets, enough pages to make pockets, tags, journaling cards, ephemera, which I don't really have any of that put together yet, but I will. I have stuff. I have a file on birds because I think they're cool. So I have some things that I've downloaded in the past, which I will use some of that stuff, and I have plenty of things that I have made in the like kind of like a, not really a mass making like Tina does, but that I've just kind of gotten a wild hair and made several things and just kind of put them aside. So now I have those things, so I'm going to dig around and get some of that and some little pieces, parts, doodads, and then when we come back in the next video, this stuff will be in like it's supposed to be, and we will start decorating. Like if we want to put lace or die cuts or buttons or whatever we want on our little pockets and on our little things, we'll start doing that next time. So if you have any questions, put them below. If I hope you're playing along. If not, that's okay too. I do have one friend who actually has this same paper pack, and is playing along. So I'll be very anxious to see what she does. Okay, well that is it for now. I hope y'all are having a great day and that it's perfect weather where you are and that everybody is happy. Okay, talk to you soon.